What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It's the first Saturday of August. Still cannot believe that it's August already. Some crazy, just this year's been, we know it's been weird, and we're already in August. We are, if we have college football, it's in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, if we have it. NFL's in about 6 weeks. A lot of crazy stuff. We still have baseball, hopefully, for now. So we'll see. But yeah, hopefully this video finds you doing well on Saturday. Hopefully you had success on Friday. Our cheat sheet killed it. Our bacon station killed it. If you're not on this train, I was going to say giddy up, but that'd be a horse. But choo-choo. We are... That's the thing. We offer the optimal lineups, but we offer so much more than optimal lineups that don't just use those lineups. Use all this information that we're giving you. So super excited about it. Another positive night over on Fanduel. We've got sports betting going on. You can go check that out. A lot of stuff going on. So you're watching this video. It's Saturday. It's August 1st. We've got our baseball content. Basketball's back. MMA is today. Well, the thing is, pay attention. There's some fighters dropping out right now, so that is something to monitor. MMA tomorrow is NASCAR. We're going to continue rolling on that. So hopefully this video found you doing well. I want to know how you did yesterday. Let me know how you did Friday night. That being said, we are here. If you want to try to win a free week of content, or 5-day pass to Fantasy Team Advisors, all you have to do is like this video, be a subscriber to this channel, and tell me who's going to hit home run, what inning they're going to hit it in, and the distance traveled. Distance traveled is only a tiebreaker. If you want to win a year pass, one lucky person will. All we have to do is get to 1,000 subscribers or followers on Twitter. We used to have 5,000, and then the account got locked for no reason. And then anytime you try to appeal with Twitter, it's an automatic, it's a AI, they don't respond. It's awesome. So that being said, all of this information is going to be used for today's slate, which as of right now is 12 games. As we know, yesterday St. Louis players tested positive, so they canceled that. Philly isn't playing this weekend. Toronto isn't playing this weekend. St. Louis isn't playing. Neither is Milwaukee. So that's where we're at there. But what we're going to do is, if you don't know what this is, we're going to go through every single pitcher and look at some of the bats that we like. If you want to see the pitchers we like a little bit more, that's down below in the description of the video. The very first link is an article. That's today's article. That article will have the pitchers we like. It'll have the top BVP plays, which we'll still talk about. It'll have an in-depth look at our bacon station. But what I'm going to do at the end of this video, if you want to stick around, we're going to go over what the bacon station looks like. And if you don't know what that means, the motto is bring home the bacon. There's a ton of stats with MLB. We've got the bacon station. Now, if that's something you would like for NBA, let me know. Because it's currently called our NBA tool, but I'm gonna change it to bacon station. Our cheat sheet we've got, I'm gonna show you that as well, all from yesterday, so you guys kind of have an idea. So that being said, let's look at weather first. So as of right now, Tampa Bay at Baltimore has a 25% chance of rain. By the time you watch this video, by the time the first pitch happens, we'll see. It should be good, though. All indications and models are showing it to be away from the stadium. Obviously, weather is weather, so you never know. But let's move away from that. We'll get to it if we need to. Cleveland at Minnesota, 19% chance of rain. That's not much. Cincy at Detroit, 4, same thing. I mean, there's like 5 to 10% chances. Little outliers of the 25. So we do have 2 wind concerns-ish here. The Mets at Atlanta, 10.4 mile an hour, and Texas at San Francisco, 10.3 mile an hour. So just looking, Trying to see if they're blowing in or blowing out. So Mets blowing in right to basically the dugout. So if anyone's going to hit a home run, it would be to left with the wind guidance. But we should be good. And then San Francisco, wind is blowing straight out about 11 miles an hour. San Francisco is a pitcher's park, but you could get a bump up to the batters. But make sure that's the wind's going to stay like that. So that being said, let's get right into it. Obviously, those games aren't happening. Reds at the Tigers. So you got Trevor Bauer versus Michael Fulmer. Bauer right here, 194 plate appearances against him, 243 batting average, 30.4 K percentage. That's really good. Luis Castillo got lit up. He didn't get lit up, but he didn't pitch up to his pricing, which kind of sucks. Bauer is the most expensive arm on the slate. And I'm just looking at Fanduel right now. Just looking at stats here on the all-day slate. I highly suggest not to play the all-day slate, but just looking at all of the pitchers, 11,200 against him. Yeah, the reasoning behind that is, if it'll go, he faced this exact team on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Sunday. They lost. Trevor Bauer in the loss. 6.1 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, 13 Ks, 1 earned run, quality start, and got 59 fantasy points on FanDuel. Now, I feel like this could be a trap. People are going to be expecting 59. Don't expect that, but it could happen. Detroit is pretty bad. And that happened in Cincinnati. Detroit's not as hitter-friendly. I love me some Trevor Bauer in this one. Love Trevor Bauer in this one. Next one is Michael Fulmer. He got lit up by the long ball. That could happen again. I mean, you've got Moose. You've got Suarez, Castellanos. A red stack's not going to be too bad, most likely. Fulmer is going to be on a pitch count as well. He was on, I believe, 46 pitches. His other start, coming back from Tommy John, the team is probably knowing that they're not going to be competitive in the long haul. They're managing his workload, and that kind of sucks because he at one time was an ace, but you can't trust him. He's prone to give up the long ball, and since he's built to hit the long ball, they just haven't put it all together consecutive nights. So I'm looking at Cincinnati as a stack. I'm looking at Trevor Bauer as a pitcher. That game's not being played. You got White Sox at the Royals. You got Gio Gonzalez versus Ronald Bolanos. Bolanos hasn't seen much. Gio, I believe, got lit up in his last start as well. Yeah, he got 2 fantasy points on FanDuel, at least. I don't know what that equated out to Draftkings, but I mean, in his last start, again, it was against Minnesota. They are a really good hitting team, righties especially against a lefty pitcher. Not saying Kansas City is, but 3.2 innings, 7 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 6 earned runs, and 2 fantasy points. I'm not taking either of these pitchers. I am absolutely all in on a Royal stack here. I am looking at Whit Merrifield, Jorge Soler, Maikel Franco's been on fire. Cheaper bat. Ryan O'Hearn's there. Salvador Perez, okay. Of course, I think we've used him 2 or 3 times and he didn't do anything. And the one time we didn't use him, home run. So I'm looking at a Kansas City stack. It could be lower owned. It honestly could. This is a pitcher-friendly park, Kauffman Stadium. I've been there many a times for the past 20 years, but definitely looking at this. I'm in love right now with the Kansas City Royals stack. Astros at the Angels. You've got Greinke versus Griffin Canning. Greinke, 148 plate appearances, only 13.5 K percentage, 293 batting average. Canning, on the other hand, 11 plate appearances, 333. I'm not trusting that. Greinke, I can't get a feel on. I mean, he's almost give up a 300 batting average. The problem, or Trout's probably going to be out again. He's been out for 2 games. His wife gave up His wife gave up a baby. I almost said gave up a home run. His wife, they're having their baby. Against Seattle, though, he only went 3.1 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, and 7 fantasy points. The Angels are a better team than Seattle, even if Seattle put some runs up on them. That scares me. I don't think I'm going to... He's the 4th highest priced pitcher on just FanDuel for all of tomorrow at 9,000. That's really tough for me to even consider him. So probably not going either of these pitchers. I would be looking at bats for sure, though. I think an under-owned stack might be the Angels. You could be looking at Pujols. You could be. I doubt Trout's in there. You could check it out. Rendon. Yeah, just be careful. I wouldn't heavily invest in an Angels stack. They've been very disappointing to start the season. Got the Red Sox at the Yankees. We just saw Jordan Montgomery hold them at bay, except for 1 home run by Michael Chavis. Other than that, the Red Sox have looked terrible. Zach Godley against them. He's been in Arizona, but 38 plate appearances against them, giving up 15.8 K percentage, 200 batting average. Loves to throw the curveball. That could give the Yankees a little bit of concerns. I mean, the righties, the batters that hit the curveball well. Gleyber Torres is hard to get out. DJ LeMahieu's a machine. A Yankee stack I'm absolutely okay with. Other side, Masahiro Tanaka making his first start of the season. If you recall, or maybe you didn't know, July 4th he took a line drive off Stanton's bat in practice right off the dome. He's got a protective hat on, or he's got a protective barrier in his hat, not as ridiculous as that one hat a couple years ago that was like this. Just kind of see we're looking at possibility. When he threw a simulated game last weekend, he went 35 to 40 pitches. He could be on a pitch count. This one could be a little bit iffy, especially at his price at 8,500. If he's on a pitch count as well, I like him a less than that. Yeah. GPP, okay. But honestly, if he's on a pitch count, I don't like that at all, especially if we're paying 8,500 on FanDuel. But I definitely do like the Yankees as a stack. The Mets at the Braves, you got Michael Wacha versus Touki Toussaint. Wacha, 102 plate appearances against the Braves, 337 batting average, only 17.6 K percentage. That's not good. Touki Toussaint, on the other hand, against the Mets, 40 plate appearances, 242 batting average, 17.5 K percentage. With Wacha, his last start against Boston, 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, earned a run, given up the W, and 30 fantasy points. I mean, he's been blasted by the Braves. And they just put up, it was what, 11-10? They just put up 20 runs, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it was 11-10. They put up a ton. 21 runs in that game. I could see something similar to that, but I would definitely be looking at the Braves here as your stack. Touki Toussaint, if you were to take him on FanDuel, he's 5,500. Cheap, but is he on a pitch count? See, that's what sucks. We just don't know. Yeah, so Toussaint is taking over for Fulton Nevich after they DFA'd him. Toussaint has 73.1 big league innings, 24.7 strikeout percentage, but he has a 14.3 walk rate. So he has a combined overall 5.52 ERA, major league, and his ERA on the year is 20.25. So I'm not taking either of these pitchers. I definitely think we could see another 11 to 10 game. I think you could stack on both sides of these, depending on your strategy. Especially on Fanduel, you go 4 and 4, 4 Mets, 4 Braves, get your pitcher in there. That's if you make multiple lineups. So if you're a person that enters multiple lineups into tournaments, definitely look to be stacking this game. I do like the over. Whatever the over opens up to, I still like it. Next game on the slate, you got the Indians at the Twins. You got Carlos Carrasco versus Kenta Maeda. Carrasco, 244 plate appearances against them, 31.1 K percentage, a 290 batting average, and a 367 WOBA. Flip side of that, Kenta Maeda, 37 plate appearances, striking out 29.7 K percentage, 226 batting average. So I'm looking, I'm trying to get Maeda's price. There it is. On Fanduel, he's 7,900. And the price and everything will be on our cheat sheet as well. And you'll see that after this. So Maeda's last start against the White Sox, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. Did get the W. Still got 33 fantasy points. I like that. I do. GPP-wise, I trust him. Cash, I don't think he has enough upside for cash. This game's canceled right here. You got Tampa Bay at Baltimore. At first, I absolutely love Tyler Glasnow going up against Baltimore. I love that. 41 plate appearances, 24.4 K percentage, a 200 batting average. Not looking at Wade LeBlanc at all. Problem is, Glasnow is most likely going to be on a pitch count. The double problem, he's the second highest priced pitcher on Fanduel at 9,800. He's coming off 36 fantasy points last start, okay? So, in cash, I don't trust Glasnow. He didn't factor in the decision. His last start, he went 4 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 9 Ks, 1 earned run against Atlanta, which they're a really good hitting team, 36 fantasy points. That's good for the price. But if he's on a more restricted, that scares me here. But again, it's against Baltimore. While they have been playing some good baseball, it's still Baltimore. Glasnow could strike them out. He could have a good day. Problem is, he's super high priced, second highest. Take that with a grain of salt. Look at that. You could look at the bats. I definitely like the Rays bats here, especially against Wade LeBlanc. Giving up a 212 batting average, only striking out 11%. So if I'm looking, I could see a Glasnow and then Tampa Bay stack. But GPP wise, you just can't trust Glasnow here in cash, because he does have that probably 60 pitch limit, give or take, right there. I'm trying to see if they've got anything. He was pulled after 72 pitches, 45 of them strikes last start. Right-hander had similar issues last season when he was healthy, averaging barely 5 innings over 12 starts, but he had a 1.78 ERA, a 0.89 WHIP, and 11.3 K to 9 in 2019. He's got a ton of upside with strikeouts. I don't mind him as GPP. Don't think we can trust him in cash, though. Next game on the slate, the Dodgers at the Diamondbacks. Urias versus Luke Weaver. Against the Diamondbacks, 28 plate appearances, basically 1.5 starts, 14.3 K percentage, 200 batting average. Luke Weaver, 43 plate appearances, 18.6 K percentage, a 206 batting average, and a 331 WOBA against the Dodgers. Dodgers are still potent, especially here at Chase Field. This is a hitter's park. Chase Field is Coors Field Light, Coors Field Junior. We'll look at that in our cheat sheet, but if I'm taking one, let's see, on FanDuel, Urias is 7,800 and Luke Weaver is 7,500. So, I mean, there's not a huge difference. GPP-wise, I don't mind either of these. Take a shot in the dark, but cash, I'm not trusting them. I like the Dodgers bats here. Padres at the Rockies, you got Joey Lucchesi, 132 plate appearance, 260 batting average. You got Kyle Freeland, 72 plate appearance, 242, both lefties. In Coors, I'm loading up on this game. I'm looking at the righties here. On San Diego's side, you've got Machado, you've got Tatis, you got Tommy Pham. There's other ones. Trent Grisham, he's lefty, but there's other ones. Coors, flip side, Trevor Story at home against the lefty. Nolan Arenado at home against the lefty. Charlie Blackmon can take anyone out. It's going to be a Coors game. It's at 8 p.m. Should be good to go here. Yeah, so I would definitely be looking at, if we preview the matchup, I don't know what this does. I've never actually looked into StatCast. So, as you can see, yeah, I mean, just the numbers here. Fernando Tatis Jr., I'm on it. Tommy Pham, yes. Depending on who you've got and who's batting, like the righties definitely. So a lot to go over in this game. Whatever the over is probably going to open up at like 11 or 12. I would not be surprised if it opens up that high. I'm looking for this to be a shootout here, hopefully, and hopefully we're able to bring home the bacon with it. Pittsburgh at Chicago. Mitch Keller versus Tyler Chatwood. Keller, 32 plate appearance, 357 batting average, 25K percentage. It's not good. Tyler Chatwood here, 53 plate appearances, a 24.5K percentage with a 260 batting average and a 281 WOBA. Chatwood as a GBP, I don't mind. He's 8,000 on Fanduel. I'm very surprised. I mean, he's coming off 49 fantasy points, so let's see what he did. Against Milwaukee, they were supposed to clobber him, but they didn't. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 8 Ks, 1 earned run, 1 W, a quality start. All of those are fantasy points, and 49 fantasy points out of him. I actually like Tyler Chatwood a little bit more here. Pirates have been very iffy. Yes, the Pirates can be on, but when they're off, Chatwood could have his way with them. As of right now, Oakland Athletics, we don't have a starter. And against Seattle, Yusei Kikuchi, I hate him. I hate pulling his baseball card. I just hate it. Kikuchi, 77 plate appearances, 296 batting average. I'm looking at the A's here. You could look at right-handed bats. So if you look at the matchup, StatCast-wise, Chapman, love Chapman there. Depending on who's going to play, Matt Olson is a great option as well. Piscotty if he plays. Laureano, Simeon. A lot of the righties there have a bunch of power. Flip side of that, for Seattle, Jose Marmolejos. It's got great numbers, but obviously these numbers are going to be skewed because he's had, what, 2 games under his belt. Kyle Seager's on a streak, so if Oakland puts out a righty, I absolutely love Kyle Seager. I think he's 1 home run away from 200 or 300 on the Mariners, unless he hit it Friday night without me knowing. Yeah, so I mean, there's some options there. I wouldn't heavily involve them in your lineups, but get those one-offs in there as well. And then the Rangers at the Giants, Jordan Lyles versus, to be announced right now. Not looking at it. I mean, Jordan Lyles, let's see. Jordan Lyles is 6,700. Let's see if he has faced anyone before. Nope, it's not what I want. Doop 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 boop boop. This one. Jordan Lyles coming in at born in 1990. Makes me feel old. Against San Francisco. I mean, he's faced them before. 84 at bats, giving up 21 hits, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. The home run was the Hunter Pence. 10 RBIs, 4 walks, 19 Ks, giving up only a 196 batting average against him. Jordan Lyles is super cheap. Jordan Lyles is 6,700 on Fanduel. I don't mind that at all. Hopefully he gets stretched out, though. The problem is, let's see. Okay, so he's coming off of just 2 innings, his last start. The problem, and people might see this and don't dig into it, don't look at the news, so he's always going to be their 5th starter, but the way the first week worked out, there was a gap in between and they didn't need a 5th starter, so they threw him out there for 2 innings. He went 2 innings, 1 walk, 2 Ks, 12 fantasy points. He should be stretched out. He should be good to go. So if he has a great game, he should continue it. At 6,700, he makes a fantastic option on Fanduel, especially against the Giants. He's had success against them, giving up less than 200 batting average. I really like Jordan Lyles here, especially GPP wise. So there you go, guys. Those are the pitching options. This video is going to be longer than I thought. It's already 25 minutes. That's my bad. I'll quickly go through it, but those are the pitching, all of the pitchers that we've got. So 24 pitchers. Well, some of them didn't have pitchers out there. So like 22 pitchers we went over. The bats we went over. We'll look at BVP real quick. If you would like to see what we like out of all of those, click the link down below in the description. That is today's article. You can see all of the batters that we like in that. So if you go here, let's see. Okay, so looking at hitters here, Pujols against Greinke, 16 for 44, 6 doubles, a home run, batting .364, striking out 10.2% of the time. Bogarts against Masahiro Tanaka. Bogarts on Friday night, amazing defense. Nothing happening with the bat, but incredible defense. Being in the same division, playing each other 18 to 19 times a year, they've seen each other a ton. Bogarts against him, 14 hits and 45 at-bats. 2 doubles, 3 home runs, 8 Ks, 311 batting average. He could be a sneaky shortstop option. Nelson Cruz. I mean, if we just go through and go by homers, which we can, Cruz against Carrasco, 10 for 27. That's a 370 batting average, 4 home runs. Upton against Greinke, 13 for 40, 4 home runs, 325 batting average. He could be there. A little cheaper option because, I mean, Trout's not there. Martinez against Tanaka, 9 for 25, including 3 home runs, but Martinez has not been good this season. Right now, Martinez is, let's see, he's 3,900. He's averaging, he's played, let's go, 8 games. Batting .219, no home runs, 3 RBIs. He could go under the radar, but he's so expensive. He's only expensive because of his name. I mean, he is struggling. Like Gary Sanchez doesn't have a hit. He's super high priced. Martinez is getting no home runs, coming off back-to-back 3 fantasy point games. That's not good. I don't like that. And then you got Bogarts, you got Nico Goodrum. Like I said, you've got the Rockies at home. Absolutely. So those are some of the BVP guys. If you want to see all of them, they are part of the cheat sheet, which you can find right here. Well, the cheat sheet is part of our Bacon Station, which is part of our premium content. But Luis Castillo didn't do much. But yeah, Montgomery was in there, super cheap. We break it down by position if we like them for cash or GBP and their salaries. So yeah, questions, let us know. Would absolutely love to hear them. The Bacon Station, a lot of stuff. So like I said, BVP here. For yesterday, you could see, and we can look at the numbers, red, green, all that stuff. Batters. As you know, we've got who they are, Fanduel, Draftkings, salary, the team, positions, who they're going up against, their plate appearances in 2019 to 2020 versus like right or left-handedness, whoever it is. Their WOBA in 2019, 2020, ISO. StatCast is a big thing, so this is this year so far. Are they hitting the ball hard? Plate appearances, how many times they walked. I mean, there's a ton of information. Go all the way through. There's a ton of information. 2019, 2020, right hand, left hand splits. Then you've got pitchers here. Same thing against bullpens, ballpark, stuff like that, ballpark factors. Now, if you've been with us for a while, you know last year and 2 years ago, I put up a ballpark factor video here on YouTube, which I can possibly put at the end here. But we go through this. I'll actually, at the end right here, I'll put it up somewhere. You can check it out. Other than like Texas, who's a brand new park, we can go through that. So that's what I've got, guys. I know it was a longer video. I do apologize, but hopefully it was very informational for you on this Saturday slate. Hopefully it brings you lots of luck. Let me know how you did yesterday. Don't forget to do the home run contest, and don't forget to go follow us on all social media. Twitter's at advisors_team. Once we get 1,000, one lucky person, we'll have a video, and one lucky person in it will win a free year of premium content. So that's all I've got, guys. Good luck today, and as always, bring home that bacon. Peace.